If Trump were to run again and win, obviously you'd be happy. Would you accept that result?
Of course.
If he were to run again and lose, would you accept that result?
Yeah, I mean, we had to accept everything that happened, but not
You didn't,
accept it,
but you
not
didn't.
accept it, but for sure, I'm telling you, I mean, the numbers, the registered voters, the 80% of people voted for Trump.
80%.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I hadn't heard that number anyway.
Like 80 million people voted for Trump.
80 million, but that's not.
You add the numbers, Biden is not the one that should be in the White House right now.
Okay. If Trump wins, would you accept that result?
Yeah.
But you wouldn't accept the Biden result?
No.
Could it be rigged, is what I'm saying, in favor of Trump?
It could be. But that's a real stretch because Trump and the Republicans have never had the on-the-ground machinery that the Democrats have had for 100 years. You can't recreate that in 2 or 3 years.
But he won in 2016.
He did.
Right. And so if all that machinery is so great, what happened to it in 4 years?
Right, they weren't ready. They didn't believe they just weren't ready.
And do you think it was a stolen election in 20?
No doubt in my mind. I watched it myself with my own eyes at 3 o'clock in the morning on TV.
What did you see?
I saw all the ladies in Georgia pull all those ballots out, and I watched her run the same ones over and over. And I watched it with my own eyes. I don't need anyone to tell me it was stolen. I watched it.
The government, the state government in Georgia, said that was totally innocent, and that was.
They did.
Well, it's a Republican government there, so I'm just curious.
It's a Republican government.
What would you have to hear to make you believe that was just an innocent, and that's?
I watched it with my own eyes. Nothing. There's nothing that can make me believe that wasn't stolen. And they're arresting people individually for all of this. I mean, Trump just said it. They found in Pennsylvania that everything we said was right. They're just not showing it all at one time to show how much fraud there really was. I don't know if you've seen 2,000 Mules, but that shows exactly how they did it. I knew they did it. 2,000 Mules showed me how they did it.
Trump won't lose.
Well, he lost once. He could lose again. What if it happens again?
I think it's impossible for him to lose again. You can't rig another election like they did the last one. Public won't stand it.
So you think the last one was rigged?
Yeah.
In what way?
Well, absentee voting machines, all kinds of gimmicks. Look, I grew up in New York. I know how the Democrats and the unions work in the big city, how they maneuver the votes, and you just have to read what Biden said. Get that clip. He said, we have the best voting machine ever put together, illegal voting machine ever put together, and he was right.
But in all of the court cases and all the examinations that went on, it seemed like there was that the election went off, at least legally, quite well.
I disagree with you. The judges tossed around, looked the other way. If you go back and look at Arizona, look at Pennsylvania, look at Wisconsin, look at Georgia.
I did. I was in all those states covering it. That's why.
There was a lot of bad shit going on.
I have 2 countries. I was born in Cuba, and I'm against communism. I'm a legal citizen of the United States since I'm 6 years old, and I love Trump.
And what is it about Donald Trump that you love so much?
I want honesty. I want a man that's going to not give me the politician talk, and he's going to change the country like he did for the first 4 years.
And if he runs to either challenge President Biden or another Democrat in 2024, would he have your support?
Listen, he's got my support now, today. I voted DeSantis, I voted Marco Rubio, I will vote Trump again, and I am firm believer that he'll either run with maybe DeSantis or Marco Rubio.
Well, Trump is a Florida resident, so he can't run with DeSantis.
Okay, so maybe Marco Rubio?
Well, he can't. They're both from Florida, yeah. So who else would you like to see? What about Mike Pence?
No.
How come?
I think he betrayed him. I really do. I was very involved in the campaign. Yeah.
In what way do you think he betrayed him?
I heard a lot of talk about it here in Miami, Florida. I was in a lot. I went to the AMP. I went to a lot of places. And yes, I feel that he was betrayed. There was a lot of talk behind the scenes that something happened. And I think that when the election took place, it would have been his, I think, major duty to Donald J. Trump to make sure that election was not stolen. And I firmly believe it was stolen. I saw it in the nighttime.
Where'd you see it?
On the news when I was watching the boats come in, he was winning. All of a sudden, those things changed drastically. I really think it was a setup. I really do.
I don't think he lost. I am one of the people that believe he did win. There was a lot of things going on that were kind of fishy to me on the last election.
Could you be specific a little bit about that? What affected your opinion on that?
Well, I saw a lot of things on social media. People harvesting ballots, voting multiple times, a list of rosters of people that were deceased still on the roster voting. A lot of stuff came out on that was not on the media, but was a lot circling a lot of the 2000 Mules that show. I 100% believe what was said on it.
My president, the one who won.
But he won and then he lost. So if he runs,
He didn't lose.
he didn't lose.
No, not at all.
So tell me about that. I thought Joe Biden's president.
Well, he's in the White House, but he's not the real president. He's not the one doing. To me, my president is still Trump. Biden, no.
But he's the one who commands the military and makes the decisions and the foreign policy. So
There's a lot of people behind him that is doing the decisions for him. That man is a sleepy one. He's not commanding at all.
where did you hear that? Like, how do you know that?
That's like common sense, and I don't know. I don't believe anything that's going on. There's a lot of things that are not saying behind cameras. They're not being told. They're not being truthful to the American people.
If Trump won in 2020, would you have accepted that?
Yes.
But Biden won and you don't accept.
It's not that I don't accept it. I don't believe that he won.
But you would believe it if Trump won.
Yeah.
And what about in 2020?
Look, let's say Biden right now says he's going to do a rally. Do you think many people will come to his rally? I doubt it very much.
I don't.
He did it in the campaign. There was 3 people and 3 mosquitoes. That's it. Nobody went to see him.
Right, but how many people are in a rally? Believe me, I went to Mitt Romney's rallies and they were packed. Rally size doesn't generally.
No, it doesn't. But I really believe that for me, Trump won. So, and we're going to see. Things are going to come out and the American people will know the truth someday.